International Youth Forum, Stepping Stones for the Formation of an Internationalized Person. Firstly, let's welcome the Vice President of Providence University, Dr. Wang Junquan, to give us a welcome speech.
我们中华民国演讲协会的联会长，观光导游协会的李教授，上立国际公司的陈顾问，还有我们杰出的校友叶经理，各位先进、各位贵宾、各位同学、各位老师，大家早安，大家好。我想这句话“侨界世界，寰宇学习”，在静宜大学这几年呢，推动的相当的有成效哦。我们讲411留学，最主要来讲，就是因为最近大家在全世界所共同的一个潮流，就是国际化 ，internationalization 或 globalization， 这是一个目前整个世界国际村的一个潮流。那作为一个世界的一员呢，我相信你我无法去避免整个国际化的一个趋势。我们举个例子来讲，当你有国际的朋友，你会用什么语文跟他沟通？我最近呢，出了很多的糗了，为什么呢？因为我们国际的学校呢非常多，那我常常碰到日本的校长、日本的教授，我真的不晓得怎么办。我讲中文他听不懂，我讲英文也不是很能沟通，可是我听不懂日文。那一样的问题呢，发生在全世界很多地方。那我觉得要让整个国际化的脚步能够走得更好，其实国际的用语大概，当然我刚举的例子是日文但是呢，国际化的语文呢，应该是英文是最通用。那我们这几年呢，一直推动英文的教学，让同学有机会走出去。那我想英文呢，在学校里的这样确立下来的一个大方向。这几年呢，我们外语中心呢，跟国际学院呢，在推动整个外语教学，也尤其在英文教学这一块呢，琢磨很深。那非常感谢今天呢，有这么多重量级的贵宾呢，来到学校里面告诉同学，其实有机会可以走出去，有机会让进来的外籍的学生、同学或者是老师呢，你有机会呢跟他多多的交流，相信呢可以让你的国际的视野、国际的眼光呢能够在这里确立。那今天呢非常高兴我们外语中心呢承办了这一场这么重要的一个国际人才培育的策略研讨会呢，我相信呢透过这些前辈们这么丰富的经验来跟各位分享，我相信应该会有满满的收获。那也期待每位我们的同学呢，能够透过这样的学习，也打开你国际的视野。那我更鼓励，不管你今天是来自静宜或者来自任何的学校，国际化的脚步永远不会等你，只有你自己准备好。那我相信国际化的国际人才呢，您就是其中重要的一员。再一次呢，感谢今天所有的贵宾的莅临，也谢谢各位老师、各位同学，祝大家平安喜乐，谢谢大家。
Association ROC. Let's welcome Director of Foreign Language Center, Providence University, Dr. Ding Wenying, to moderate the session.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, honorable guests and speakers, and honorable guests. Today I'm truly pleased to be able to present to you a person who has seen 100 pages of the world, because most of you must have heard of an adage: the world is a book. Those who do not travel open only one page. But have you ever seen a person who has really opened 100 pages of this world book? Who has done so many things 100 times? 100 tour guiding 100 tours, being to 100 European countries, and teaching 100 courses. That is Harrison Lee. Professor Harrison Lee. Seeing his CV or resume, it is really hard to remember what he has done. But after leafing through those lists, I find that there is one thing behind this person, that is passion. The simple word is passion, but a difficult word for that is being very exuberant. And that is the power that has given him the force to be able to do so much. And I cannot imagine a person at this age, still young, and also young at heart, to have done so much. He is a professor, he is a speaker, and now he is a writer of 3 books, best-selling books in Taiwan about tour guide, okay, being an excellent tour guide. So I believe you will love to listen to what he has to say to give you the first stepping stone guiding you to become an internationalized person. I'll give you Dr. Professor Harrison Lee.
Thank you. Dr. Dean, I'm also the Director Dean. I'm also SVIPI, stand for Super Very Important Person Indeed. Vice President Wang, Dr. Wang. I'm also our International President, George Yan. I'm also the distinguished speaker, Jerry, and Mr. Ye. I'm also my angel, Joy Tsai. She introduced me to be here, and I'm going to address the issue with you. It's called a different customs and taboos around the world. Can we have a little? That's right. Clip. Watch about some 5 minutes or so introduction myself. Just go through the different countries. So you can actually imagine, with your imagination, what is the largest nation in the world? Imagination, remember, write it down, because you're going to travel with a different imagination. See, in Portuguese, you can have a new idea. It's about what's the Toastmaster activity. Because back many years ago when I was in Hawaii, aloha, in Taiwan, so here and there, there's IET. My son did that song for me. And to tell all of you. Because I just came back from Japan. That's part of Europe. I got someone a very beautiful movie star. It's a brilliant introduction myself. That's me. That's my nickname. Flying Dagger. Actually, my slogan is 快文整 quick with your mind. What platform mannerism? 准 go. This is in Australia. This is in France. This is when we have a good time. This is in Austria. That's in Israel. That's in the studio. That's my family. On the right is my very good friend. Listen in South America. Listen in France. Listen in Australia, 3 sisters. That's in Hungary. France again. Jungle. That's in Castle. That's in Thailand. Sawadika. That's a part of the street. That's when I joined Toastmaster back in 1995. That's in Spain. My family again. Part of Europe. That's in Rome. Rome was a building today. See the ruin. That's in Israel. Another part of Israel. That's in Jordan. That's in Poland. That's in Japan, Yokohama. president, ex-president. That's in Denmark. That's in Paris, Louvre Museum. That's in TTV. Machu Picchu, Peru. That's in Turkey. That's in Denmark. That's in Jordan. That's in Paris. No, that's in South. That's in Austria. Germany. Here's Boston, Germany. That's in Poland. That's in Finland. He's our driver. This is in Dead Sea. So actually people can float. This I was introduced by a very charming lady, the hostess. Yokohama, the best friend of mine, in Toronto Master. This is in Tokyo, where we are invited by the Japanese to have lunch, dinner in Japan. Are you excited about all these films? Ladies and gentlemen, I specially prepared for you all. Are you excited? Yes. Are you kidding? Yeah. Did you sleep well last night? Say it again. Are you excited? Yes. Very good. Sounds more like it. As for the younger generation, what we have is our energy, enthusiasm. That's we change the world by our positive attitude. Yeah! Scream a little louder. If you can understand me well, please say, yeah. If you have a hard time, wave your hand, I will repeat. I was born and brought up here. Normally I introduce myself. I have 1 MBA, 1 PhD from MIT. What do you think? MIT? First MBA, married by accident many years ago. PhD, due to financial tsunami, hit the island. So, my moonlighting job is called a Pizza Hut Delivery Service, PhD. You didn't get it. Be sure to laugh. Make sure that you're still young, even though I understand what I'm talking about. That really doesn't matter. Now, first of all, there are so many countries that have been traveling. So what to do, I find is most important role is the language. Language is so important. And then you will encounter with a different type of experience. Mark Twain once said, good judgment comes from experience. Experience comes from bad judgment. So we all learn from bad judgment. We start out with a bad judgment, and later on we learn how to avoid such an embarrassing situation. A guy called Harrison, who traveled to the United States. He's from Taiwan. After 9/11/2001, about 15 years ago, you were all born, right? And then, America, unfortunately, suffered from the terrorist attack. They called it Patriots Twin Towers of World Trade Center in New York. Unfortunately, that was a really bad tragedy. So then they tightened security. Harrison is a traveler. He walked through the American immigration office. Just imagine. I carry the luggage. Harrison, that's me. Open up your luggage. They check thoroughly, piece by piece. Wow, 7 underwears. They say, how long are you going to stay here? Of course, 7 days. 7 underwears. So I would change from Monday to Sunday. That means 7. We'll be fine. So I passed. The second person who stepped in, open up your luggage, check. Wow, 5 underwear. You're going to stay here for 5 days? No, I'm from France. My English is very poor. 5 days. 7 days. Why? Because I don't wear Sunday and Saturday. Because I'm French. The third person stepped in. Opened up your luggage. I'm from India. 12 piece. How many days are you going to stay here? 12 days? No. 1 year. Imagine. Because I would change once in every month. Got it? The fourth person stepped in. Open up your luggage. How come only 1 piece? Where are you from? Identify yourself. I am coming home for good. 1. How come? I am Superman. The last one who stepped in, you really hurried, and they opened up your luggage. How come you don't put on any underwear here? He said, I'm coming home. But where's your underwear? It's on my head. Who is he? Batman. What? Please laugh. Now, when you travel, you learn the different customs. And I find out, because when you step into any country, you ask, what's your nationality? Identify yourself. You Chinese? They don't like Chinese too much, especially from mainland China. Vietnamese? Japanese? You don't answer. Are you dumb? Would you be able to hear me? What kind of niece are you? So we become a niece group. You got it? So I challenge you then. When I travel to the United States, North America, I say, are you the monkey? Yankee Ducky, what kind of key are you? Then you go to the Europe, with different, they call it rule of 3. Are you the Hamburg, Spielberg, iceberg? What kind of bird are you? That's a different way that you can challenge the people. Don't worry, because when you travel to the country, when you look, you, ancient, unfortunately, some country, even though New York, they call it Big Apple, melting spot, in fact, sometimes they are not very friendly to you. Unless you prove that you are not only the language, but also your knowledge good enough, they will show their respect, they will salute to you. They will remove their hat and salute to you. You challenge them. So remember, well, a lot of people would like to, you just give them some real basic information about how to get along with a Westerner. For example, English may not be the best language in the world, but it's going to be the dominant language in the next century, let me tell you, other than the Chinese. Since we all have our Chinese pretty well now, English is so important. So when you when you want to practice English, I can still recall when I was 10 years old. One day I was invited to my friend's home, and then I found a lot of apples. I said, can I have some apple? Because I came from a pretty poor family. They say, apple? Fine. Help yourself. I swallowed the apple. Imagine again. Wow, so tasty. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. But then, I asked my friend, how come there's so many apples? Imagine. There was back in 1967. That was a long time ago. At that time, we left in a very poor family. Very low living standard back in those days. Apple is really something. My friend told me, well, let me tell you something. My father speaks pretty good English. That's the reason why I love the apple. So when I was a little kid, I have a strong determination. One day, I'm going to have plenty of apples in my home because I need to practice my English. So then I stepped into a church. A church is a very good place where you can practice English free of charge. But I understand there's no such a thing as a free meal. So then after joining the church service for about some 5 years, they challenged me, Harrison, would you like to accept Jesus as your personal Savior? What else can you say after 5 years? A lot of free gifts during the Christmas time, so I accept Jesus Christ as my personal Savior. And then, after changing my faith, think about what will change your fate. Think about something. You have a strong determination. So I practice English day and night. And then I keep on asking the kids. Usually I grab the kids and ask the question, where do you live? What's your parents' profession? They were scared to cry and scream out. Then the parent came to me. Said, what are you doing here? I said, well, I try to practice in my English. So I learned the certain kind of certain thing. You never ask some too personal question. Some safe question that you can ask about the weather, your sports, and your traveling experience, your family and so on, but you're not getting too personal. I didn't really know that because I just want to practice my English, so I offend a lot of people. But over the years, I learned, and that's how we suffer. The custom number one, respect the people as an individual. Especially when I call my friends, I say, hey, come out, let's go out. And then, because I want to practice English with them, mostly as a missionary. And then, whenever I call them, they say, I'm sorry, I'm busy. Then later on, I discover you can't ask them. You hang around them all the time. Sometimes they have no intention to hang around with you. Then I find out I should respect the people's independence, their privacy, because they want to hang around some activities with other people, not with you all the time. The Chinese always stick together. Even you go out, you're hand in hand, people think you are G-A-Y. Or lesbian. That's the concept. We have no idea. And that's what we do. We treat as a friend. But later I'm going to talk about this more. Now, and that's first of all, and then about the eye contact. When you start greeting with the people, you talk with the people, you're face to face, to the North American, you look at that, establish your friendly eye contact, like I do now. I establish friendly eye contact with all of you, but then we have the handshake, firm handshake with all the North American, fine, establish friendly contact. But if you are introduced people from the Middle East area, they do not look at you. Even though they are allowed to shake their hands with other people from Africa, they will look like this way. You know why? Because he will create a romantic connotation where you look at them directly. So that's the custom. You're not supposed to. Shake their hand, fine. Or you probably to see each other if you travel to the New Zealand, nose to nose. And then you will say, this is a nose. Kia ora. That's how you greet the people. You know why you do this one? What's that? Shaka bra hellos. When you travel to the friends, you hug each other. You know why you hug? And then kiss their cheek. If you're living further south, you will touch the cheek maybe 3 times. If you're living in Paris, 2 times. So it depends upon the distance. So then, when you were introduced to the Chinese, the Japanese, you will see you need to take it out. The number of degrees, they call the 3P system. It's the reflection of the 3P. Number 1, political status. Number 2, positional title. Number 3, professional, family, people's relationship. So that's called a 3P. So it depends upon the relationship that you have. So then you decide to learn how to bow to them. To the emperor, of course, 90 degrees. To the vice president, about 85 degrees. RD, about 80 degrees. Joy time, equally 80 degrees. So then you will see the different customs. And you will see it has a lot to do with your relationship. Well, eye contact. So they think if you look at the people, you like the people's eyes, sometimes it is not polite. But sometimes it's a matter of the trust when you look at the people's eyes. Now, dining around a table, we're going to have a lunch later on where you learn American. When they were a child, they would say, "Maple, maple, strong and able, keep the elbows off the table." That's called the table manners. When you eat, you sit straight up, just like the soldiers. When you eat in Japan or in Taiwan, we will bring the bowl to your mouth and start eating. But when you travel to South Korea, your bowl will live on the table. You do not. You will what? You will do this one. You pick up the chopstick, and the ball will not move. It will remain on the table. In Hungary or in Austria, and then it will be completely different. The ball, the same thing. So what you do like this one to eating. The thing is, it looks like a dog. That's the way to how you pitch it. But if you pick up like this one, you drink the soup like a Japanese, the thing is so rude. But when you're in Japan, do whatever Romans people do. In Japan, do whatever the Japanese people will do. So custom, which means, if the people, the majority of people, accept that's what they do, you follow them. Unfortunately, because we learn mostly from Western society now. So if you do not know the Western society mannerism, you'll find out you suffer a lot. But not everything you go by the Western society. Sometimes you have to switch around the place where you travel. For example, what does that mean? Victory, right? What about this mean? You are in trouble. This is about the victory. Winston Churchill, when they tried to attack Germany, when the Germans attacked them, they pointed out two cities. They said, I swear, I'm to bomb them. That's how Winston Churchill put on this two sign, which means, I am going to win. By doing this gesture, meaning English and French, they call it 100 Years' War. When the Englishmen tried to attack the French, they invent a weapon called a long ball. Like this one, very long. So they use the two finger, they pull the long ball, just like archery. And then release. And the French say, I'm going to chop off your two fingers. Ha ha, I'm going to beat you. But finally, the English army, they won the battle. They came down to the French. They're doing this one. Look, my two fingers still here. You're under my territory now. So this is an insult. Unfortunately, or fortunately, American President, ex-President Bush, George Bush, who traveled to Australia, he's doing this gesture, whether you have seen it or not, nearly won the international attention. I have no idea whether he knew or he didn't know. He just tried to use out the Australian. Australian and American and all these, they're all English-speaking country, right? But when you travel, you find that they're different. In Australia, they pronounce the I. So where are you going to die? I'm going to the hospital to die. To die. Laugh, please. Come on. When you travel to New Zealand, do you have a problem? No worry. That's Australian. In New Zealand, they would say, oh, no workers. No workers meaning no worry. Not a problem, no problem. So you have to understand. Otherwise, you think, are they talking to you? You don't have any reaction. That's how they evaluate an ancient student. They think you are either have some problem here. They call it MBA, mental below average, or something else. So you have to react. Ask it. Join the Toastmaster. You'll learn how to sharpen your ears. In New Zealand, in South Africa, when I traveled, and I realized they had a British sounding. They sound like they're from England with an Oxford accent. But when they say something, I feel so frustrated. They say, how's it good? I said, what do you mean by that? How's it good? Oh, later on, through the translation, how's it good? That's a South African English language. It's a parliament language. It's called English. They call it South African English. How's it good? Repeat after me. How's it boot, meaning hello mate. That's how they're going to say hello to you. Then you look at this one. Huh? There's 2 pages that I'm going to pass to you so you can hear us a little bit. It's my outline. You'll find all these difficult words. And then when I traveled to Hawaii, people give me a warm welcome because I was invited by the city mayor of Hawaii. At that time, is a state governor of Hawaii. Because I got the first China airplane many years ago. They call it Aloha airplane. It came to Taiwan. I received that only because at that time I was inexperienced. I had a tremendous passion, enthusiasm. They loved me, so they invited me there. It provided a really huge banquet for me. You know what? They said, Harrison, would you like to have a luau? Luau? What do you mean by that? Luau? That's an English language. I think it's English. It's Hawaiian English language. Luau. That means suckling pig. Roasted suckling pig. Oh, I see. I said, would you like to have a bride when I talk to the South Africa? I said, what's that? Bride? I'm a boy, not a bride. No, bride means barbecue. See? That's different terms. So when you travel, if you don't understand, you have no idea. After the meal is over, they said, Harrison, is it Ono? I said, what? Ono is a native language. It means very delicious. Ono. Oh, no. Let me repeat after me. Ono. The second word, it really broke the mouth. It means it really broke your mouth because it's so delicious. You can hardly believe that. That's a Hawaiian language. It's the English language. It's a part of their culture. You have to know. You have to study. So they have New Zealand. If you travel to Canada, Canada's pretty close to the California, South American. They call it like a California English. Pretty much. Because North America, very standard as far as it's concerned. But they would have the in center. They would say, how's it going? A. Whenever you say that, how's it going? A. They have a tendency to say A. If you know, you say, yeah, you're from Canada. They say, how do you know? Because I live from Harrison. You know what's that? How's it going? A. They want to say A. So this is the way how they say. Would you like to go to loo after 4 hours? Talk. Loo, do you understand? You don't. Loo, which means toilet in English. The British English. So when you say, do you care for the loo? I said, what? Loo? So then, your ear will be open to the different accents. Language, solve the language problem, you solve a lot of embarrassing situation. Now, this is for that. Now, back to the sign language again. Now, what word is the sign language here? Can you see? Can you see from this side? Can you tell? Anybody? Hey, I see. Hand loose. Thank you. Sure, you're the only one. Give it a round of applause. Wake you up. What about this one? This one. When you travel to Italy, never use this one. Otherwise you'll be in trouble. That means your wife had an affair with another man. Remember, you're going to horn. Watch out. What's that? Oh, okay, in Japanese it means okane, your money. But when you're traveling to the Middle East area, don't use the one. Fine. Now, what is demonstrating now? Okay. I am number 0. Oh, be careful. So this one, they also call it KO or AK. Okay, which means you can read it in the reverse side, meaning knock out, KO. You knock out someone. All right. So that's the reason why if you're going to run for the campaign speech, well, in Taiwan you do that. Okay. People keep on shouting out about the number in an easy way. People remember. And this is something you'll find so interesting. Now, now one. What's this? Very good, right? What about this one? Back. But if you're in Japan, this is my wife. It's my third party. You got it? Remember, don't use the wrong one. What about this? Some very good, right? That's in the Latin America, which means the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you do this one, they have no idea. When you do this one, do you understand? 10 in Chinese. Oh. When you receive the foreigners, when you take them to the night market, they say how much? They know they can negotiate the price. You're doing this one. The Ama say 70. The people say, what? You have so many craftsmen. I'm not a Christian. Am I? You're the Christian. So they have no idea. So this is called the body language. We go to 55, 37, 38, and 7. 7 is the content. 38 is your 3P. What does the 3P mean? Pace, pitch, and pause. Pitch stands for, you heard about the robot? 1, 2, 3, I can see the timer. He say, I still have 10 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Be patient with me. Would you like to hear this time the voice? Sounds like I'm a robot made in Taiwan. Idiot. So, actually, you have a voice, different voice. The body language is what I'm doing now. Now, few more things in Australia when you travel down. They call it BYO when you travel. Because they have a license for everything. You heard of this one? 4X. First time in Australia, in Brisbane, Gold Coast, I thought, wow, 4X. Tell you what, Australia is a very boring country. I don't know why the people want to go there for the vacation, work. Oh, terrible places. So when I traveled to the 4X, wow, it's really an eye-opening experience. I thought X is X-rated. So I followed 4X. Then I turn around, I realized the 4X, it's a beer brand. Then I checked, why are you 4X? Because in Australia actually confiscated a lot of territory of the land from native, the Aborigines. They used the beer to exchange their land. And then, it kind of right, that they used the 4X. So now we understand. They call it BYO, I mean bring your own bottle. So next time when you travel to Australia, you see the sign. They got a buttonless cup. Do you understand the meaning of the buttonless cup? I thought there's no button, so I checked. But later on, I realized that's the meaning. Drink all you can drink. You got it? Buttonless. I said no button. Let me explain it one more time. Now, the last 2 stories that I'll share with you. The first time when I traveled, you remember the dress code religion. I traveled to the largest church in the world. The Catholic Church is called St. Peter's Church in Vatican. When I traveled there, I still remember it's 1987, July 13th. I don't like the 13th. 13, you know why they don't like it? Because this is called the Last Supper. Jesus was there, not 12. It's like they don't like the 13, the number in a Western society. So I traveled to there, and then I sat in. Our tour guide actually looked at all the group. They said, welcome to Italy. I'm your guide for today. Ha ha! I hate it when the people ha ha. He said, look at the guy who wear the short pants. Short pants are not allowed to go to the church. So from now on, whenever I travel, I need to know the dress code. I know we have so many English speakers here, so that's the reason why I'm wearing this one. Usually I don't wear this one. I know you will wear dress up is important. I forgot to tell the people that's a really hot summer time. People sweat all over their body. So then, they couldn't go into the church because he put on the short pants. This little boy, about 18 years boy, he just passed the high school as a student, very outstanding student. He started crying. This is a real bad memory for me. But I never been near it. That's my first time. It's the first time, lots of things will suffer. Even though books will help you, books will not really help you unless you have a real bad experience. You learn from the experience. So then I said, let me check. I need to pray, ask for the God to forgive me. So I went in about 4 weeks, this is about 30 minutes. I came out. I said, follow me. So I learned the first Italian. Where is the toilet? Would you like to learn Italian? Follow me. Doorway. 방뇨. That means where's the toilet? You got it? That's how we learn. Try it again. Doorway. 방뇨. So I went to the bathroom with that guy, and I dropped my pants. I was a little fat-head at the time. So he put on my long pants. I put on his short pants. So I stayed there for about 45 minutes. So now, whenever I walk by there to St. Peter's Church, I remember that real situation many, many years ago. So would I violate this custom? Never. When you visit the mosque, Jewish synagogue, church, temple, and so on, remember the dress code. Even if you go on the boat, the cruise, the hotel, sometimes you need to dress up, like our international president. You'll never be rejected. Dress code is which is important. The rule number 2, this is something that I learned from another thing. It's about the trend. I guided a group of the people like you, about 20 up to 26 years old, with a few school teachers and professors. We were on a tour to North Europe. Wow, sounds pretty amazing. You call it discover North Europe. So we're starting to tour the kids or the students. Well, 25, they would not call a kid a young fellow. They're so excited. They enjoy the time, because when they say when a parent's not around, they become real wild. But I enjoy it. I have a little chat with them all the time. But one day, we decided to take the trend, deluxe trip. That was many years ago. At that time, I had no mobile, no cell phone. There's no. So then, I say, well, ladies and gentlemen, safety is my priority. So all of you need to watch your safety. So I start checking with all the college students. All of a sudden, somebody came over to me. He said, Harrison, big brother. I said, what's up? Come down. Come on, give me a break. Or come here for fun. Don't get too excited or don't be too nervous. He said, 2 girls are missing, 2 students. I said, they're missing. Check the dining room. They probably have a dining room. They have a romantic tie over there. Or check the toilet, right? Toilet. People go talk to the bathroom all the time. And then they turn around and we Harrison, yeah, down. You know something? I said, guys, I'm fine. He said, the trend is gone. You see the trend. One coach, or they call it one car, or one carriage. They're different carriage, different car. And the other half is gone. When they approached that, the rear of the coach, no more coach. The trend was being separated. Amazed me. This is my first time in my life. So then, I shouted out. Then I called the conductor. I said, how come you didn't tell me about this? The coach will be separate. He said, sorry, we made an announcement. I said, how come? My English is pretty good. I have good listening ability. He said, sorry, we just made an announcement in Swedish. Ladies and gentlemen, did you learn anything from my about incident? Hopefully you can turn all my tragedy into your funny and learning experience. To be the #1 traveler in the world. It's good for your future. In closing, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. Thank you.